This is Barb Rademacher in Northwest Arkansas. It's the second day of the big ice storm. It's January 28th. It's about 8:20 now. And this was the site this was my first sight in the morning. How about that? When I looked out the window, I saw this broken branch in the neighbor's tree that's leaning on my house. This does not make me feel secure. This is Barb Rademacher in Northwest Arkansas. It's about 8:30 in the morning on January 28th, the second day of the big ice storm, and this is the sight that first greeted me this morning. That's my neighbor's tree. It's leaning precariously toward my house, and there's a broken limb. Luckily, that one is leaning away from my house, but as you'll see in a few minutes, it's very close to being on top of my house. I'm standing in my back door now. This is the second sight that greeted me. This is my backyard with tree limbs all over it. Tree limbs all over the backyard. Broken off tree limbs on my shed. A tree limb on my fence. And maybe most awe-inspiring or terror-inspiring, I'm looking up at my roof, and there's the neighbor's tree hanging off my roof. Let's get some more shots of this. There's another shot from the side. There's my roof. There's the neighbor's tree. I'm not 100% certain that the tree, that some of these giant tree limbs, this is a big old oak tree. It's just gorgeous. No one has wanted to cut it down. I don't want to cut it down. I'm not sure that these limbs have broken off and are laying on my roof, or if it's just that the tree is being weighed down by the ice, and when the ice melts, maybe the tree will pop back up away from my roof. I hope so. Am I in denial? Well, this was the third sight that greeted me. This was the third sight that greeted me this morning. My neighbor's tree, or a big part of the tree, came down and landed in my driveway less than an inch away from my car. I feel so blessed. I think it's a miracle. I can only thank God for this. Look at that. There's my car untouched by this very, very, very big tree. And look, it really messed up my neighbor's gutter. This particular neighbor has lots of damage from the trees in her backyard falling down. I'll show you a shot of that in a minute. Okay, I'm not going to show you a shot of this in a minute because I can't get out. I can't get out my back gate. It is frozen solid. Everybody has trouble in this kind of weather, including the birds. Here's my birdhouse, and got to get rid of these so the birds can come and eat. I also I usually put seeds out on a ladder, but look at this. The seeds I put out yesterday are completely frozen in and the birds can't get to them. There, I put some on top, put some seeds on top, and quickly discovered they just fall off the mound that the ice made. So it looks like the birds are just going to have to stick with the food in the bird feeder. My black lab is loving these tree limbs. She loves to chew. And she just considers that, well, somebody brought her a bunch of toys in the night and left them out here in the yard. Meanwhile, I've discovered that my dogs like to eat sunflower seeds. Whoa, take a look at this. I'm not zooming. This is just the level of ice accumulation we've had since yesterday morning, or actually Monday night. And here's a better shot of that broken limb. I'm so glad the limb fell away from my house. This tree, or big tree limb, fell in the middle of the night with a big explosion and didn't touch my car, or barely touched it. Fell in my driveway, my neighbor's tree, wiped out her gutter, and the magnolia tree. And let's see if we can see where it broke off from. There's where the break occurred. Notice that her tree is laying over on her house. I think everybody has, almost everybody has trees bent over from the weight of the ice on their houses, and we're all praying that there's no damage. Okay, I'm out front now, checking out the damage in the neighborhood. It's a lot safer to walk today because of the snowfall. Whoa, I'm going to get closer on this. It's a lot safer walking today because the snow fell last night, still falling. Oh, that poor tree. That is such a gorgeous tree, or it used to be. I hope it recovers. A gigantic oak tree, must be very, very old. Big limbs down. But check out down that street. I'm going to go for a walk down that street. Oh my goodness, look at this. This is the house of a wonderful young couple. They have young children and a dog. Look at that. It's the U.S. mail. Here's another shot of that tree. Goodness. Maybe it didn't damage their house too badly. Maybe they'll just have less shade in the summer. I'm taking CNN on a tour of my neighborhood like I've never seen it before. Here's another neighbor's house. Here's another neighbor's house. Trees are bent all the way over into the street. Big limbs are broken off in the street, but what I'm most interested in is the other end of this street that's completely blocked. I'm going to go down there and take a close look.